Good morning, I'm Varghese. First up, the body of Union Minister Gopinath Munde, who died in a road accident in New Delhi, was brought to Mumbai by a special aircraft. His last rites will be held in his native village of Parli, Vajnath in Maharashtra. Thousands of mourners, including senior BJP leaders, activists and common people, received the casket containing the body at the Mumbai airport, where security forces accorded a guard of honor. It was taken in a motorcade to Munde family residence at Purna building in Worli for relatives, friends and close acquaintances to pay their last respects to the departed leader. Senior leaders like Vinod Tavde, Kirit Somaya, Ramdas Atwale, Raj Purohit, Munde's daughter Pankaja Munde Palve and others accompanied the body. Subsequently, Munde's body will be kept at the BJP state headquarters at Nariman Point, where party workers will be allowed to pay homage. At dawn, the body will be taken in a special aircraft to Latur and then to his native village in Parli Vajnath, adjoining Beed district, a distance of 65 kilometers from Latur. In his native village of Parli Vajnath, which is adjoining Beed district, the final rites for the deceased former Union Minister Gopinath Munde will be held. A lot of his followers and also a large attendance of BJP, Maharashtra BJP leaders are expected at the funeral. These are the live visuals coming from the BJP headquarters in Mumbai, where the body will be on display for the people to pay their last respects to a mass leader who has been known to in fact work for the poor and also to voice their concern in the Maharashtra Assembly and was expected to work for them in the Union Cabinet. Because of his mass appeal, he was chosen by Narendra Modi to in fact head the most important rural development ministry, where it was expected that Munde would be able to in fact synergize the economic policies of the government with the upliftment of the poor in the rural district. Body was taken in a motorcade to Munde family residence at Purna building in Worli for relatives, friends and close acquaintances to pay their last respects to the departed leader. Senior leaders like Vinod Tavde, Kirit Somaya, Ramdas Atwale, Raj Purohit, Munde's daughter Pankaj Munde Palve and others accompanied the body. The body will be kept at the BJP state headquarters at Nariman Point, where party workers will be allowed to pay homage. At dawn, the body will be taken in a special aircraft to Latur and then to his native village in Parli Vajnath, adjoining Beed district, a distance of 65 kilometers from Latur. In the national capital yesterday, several prominent leaders from the BJP as well as the Congress paid their respects to the deceased leader, and from there the body was shifted to Mumbai in a special Air Force plane. Later, through a motor cavalcade, it was brought to his residence at Worli, and from there the body will be taken to the BJP headquarters at Nariman Point, where the BJP cadres as well as the public will be given a chance to pay their homage. After the respects have been paid at Nariman Point, the body will be taken to his native home village, which is around 65 kilometers from Latur. In fact, there was a sea of humanity at Nariman Point last night when thousands of people came in to pay their respects to Gopinath Munde, who died of a shock from a car accident in Delhi. He was a mass leader and he had in fact set the ball rolling for several development projects that was meant to in fact bring out the poor into the development scheme of the central government. None of the Indian states have anti-terrorism squads or disaster management force and have to rely entirely on centre for help in case of any eventuality. But Karnataka has decided to have its own squad to deal with such situations. Here is a report.
Look at these cadets climbing down a rope. You can also see a few trying to break open a door and rush inside to take on the miscreants. And among all of them stood Home Minister K.J. George with a gun trying to show his finesse. Taking note of eventualities like terrorist attack and calamities, the state government is preparing a special task force to handle untoward incidents. The State Home Department will have a centre for counter-terrorism, and today a demonstration was arranged to show how the cadets were preparing to tackle such situations. The training centre near Kudlu Gate is currently training a team of 60. The demonstration today showed how well prepared the cadets were. These cadets are not military personnel but are police constables serving the department in different police stations across the state. These policemen, after being trained, will become trainers and they will be sent to different districts to train other policemen. Henceforth, the State Home Department doesn't have to rely on centre as it has become self-reliant to face any eventuality.
ಒಂದು NSG ಮಟ್ಟದ ಆಂತರಿಕ ಭದ್ರತಾ ವಿಭಾಗ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇದೆ. ಆ ದಿಶೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 2008ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಯಿಂದ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಶುರುವಾಗಿದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕೆಲವು ವಿಷಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು NSG ಯಾವ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಆ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ತಲುಪಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಸುಮಾರು ವಿಷಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ.
Retired Major K.A. Mutanna, ADGP Amar Kumar Pandey and Senior Police Officer Sibyl Kumar Singh have been training the group for the last 3 months. It is absolutely heartening to know that the state is geared up to face natural calamities and terror attacks on its own. Vishnu Prasad, News9, Bengaluru.
While Bengalurians are rejoicing the unexpected showers in the city, the scene around the country isn't all that rosy. Here's what Indians can expect from the monsoon this year. Kerala misses its date with rain. El Nino imminent. Even as Bengaluru continues to rejoice the unexpected showers, most parts of India are gearing up to embrace one of the worst ever droughts. The arrival of monsoon in India is signaled by the setting of monsoon in Kerala, which usually happens on the 1st of June with minor variations. But this year the monsoon hasn't arrived and it is June 4th already. While the country has witnessed deviations in the prediction even earlier, with most of the weather prediction agencies across the world predicting El Nino this year, hopes of getting a good rainfall looks bleak at the moment. Despite indicators showing otherwise, the Indian Met Department has chosen to stay positive. From the ground parameters, the conditions are favourable for the onset of monsoon over Kerala, and we stick to our forecast of monsoon striking Kerala on June 5th with a margin of 4 days. There are no changes in the given forecast. Met Department and forecast agencies across the world have come with a set of pointers that determine if El Nino is impending. Minimum temperature over northwest India. Pre-monsoon rainfall peak over the southern peninsula. Outgoing long-wave radiation over South China Sea. Lower tropospheric zonal wind over southeast Indian Ocean. Upper tropospheric zonal wind over east equatorial Indian Ocean. Outgoing long-wave radiation over southwest Pacific region. This could very well mean that we could be facing the worst ever drought. Below normal rainfall could spell doom for Indian agriculture, whose fate is determined largely by the yearly monsoon rains. With over 60% of farming in India dependent on the annual rain, total food grain production could see a drastic dip in the country. While every year most of the monsoon-laden winds pass through India, this time they could give a miss to the subcontinent and head directly to Myanmar. With such being the prediction, all one can do is hope that India doesn't miss its date with the monsoon. And if it does, the repercussions are for all of us to bear. A News9 report. Increasing human activity near forests has become a bane, not just for wild animals but for humans themselves. In an effort to limit wild animals to their natural habitat, trenches and solar wires are constructed, but this has only become counterproductive. Here is a report.
Several forests can be found near Chamrajnagar district, including 2 forests for tiger conservation and 3 wildlife zones. There are several villages bordering Chamrajnagar. And bordering the Bandipur Biological Sanctuary, there are around 75 villages. Villagers here are literally anxious because wild animals like tigers, leopards, wild dogs stray into their villages and attack them. Even in broad daylight, you can see these wild animals attacking villagers. In fact, a farmer by name Jade Gowda, who tried his best to chase away a tiger, had to pay with his life when he was attacked. In another instance, a tiger strayed into a farm and made away with 14 sheep. Even young boys have been attacked by leopards. Instances like these are innumerable.
ಹುಲಿ ಸಂರಕ್ಷಣಾ ಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾಡು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಾಡು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಬಂದು ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತವೆ. ಆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅವರು ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳೇನಾದರೂ ಸತ್ತರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು 500 ರಿಂದ 2,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿವರೆಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
One of the primary reasons for these animals to stray into human habitat is the construction of solar wires and trenches. When the trenches and solar wires were absent, wild animals would get back into the forest after feeding on herbivorous animals like cows.
ಕಾಡುಗಳು ಕುಗ್ಗುತ್ತಾ ಇವೆ, ನಗರ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳು ಹಿಗ್ತಾ ಇವೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕಾಡು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ನಗರ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕಾಡು ಸಮೃದ್ಧವಾಗಿದ್ದು ಕಾಡು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗುವಂಥ ಆಹಾರ ಮತ್ತು ನೀರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಥೇಚ್ಛವಾಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ನಗರ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ಬರೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆನೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
Truly, the construction of these trenches and solar wires has become counterproductive. Prithviraj Bommanakere, News9, Chamrajnagar.